you are in a combat environment and you're in the military, you're given a mission and you're given a purpose. We miss that mission. We miss that sense of purpose. The weekly fight absolutely became my purpose in life. December of 2015, I ended up getting a phone call from my CEO. She had asked me to reach out to a Marine of mine, Sergeant Klinger. He'd been missing for a couple days, had a fight with his wife, and she was just hoping on the off chance he might pick up for me. Needless to say, he didn't pick up for me. And they found his body December 26th in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey. I've lost Marines before, both through combat and suicide, and for some reason this just hit me really hard, because all I could think about was, this is the kids' Christmas. From now on, this is how they're gonna remember Dad.
The Weekly Fight was founded on the basis that shared struggle brings people together. We use weekly workouts that are free to veterans, first responders, law enforcement officials, allows them to come in, share a little struggle, a little sweat together, and then come out of it with a stronger bond of friendship and family.
The idea behind it is that a veteran or a veteran's family member knows that they've got a place to go once a week where there's going to be other people they can relate to. This is what it's about. It's about community. Being a sergeant major, my whole career in the Marine Corps was all about taking care of Marines. That's why I stayed in. It wasn't for mom, apple pie, and everything else. It was about the guy next to me.
Marty actually came to me. He wanted to know, he had an individual who just got back from deployment and he was having some issues. He wanted to know if it would be okay to bring him in, trying to figure out, how to get him in a better place mentally.
The CrossFit workout and the CrossFit community has done a great deal for me in my healing process.
It's not your typical gym where you go in and you put your headphones on and you do your own thing. We come in, we go through an organized warm-up, and then we go through the moves, and then we go through the workout together. So when you get in here, even though it's just a workout, it's still a workout. You're trying to push yourself through limits that you normally wouldn't go through if you were on your own.
There's something about being able to help our brother and sister through their struggles that helps us through our struggles.
I was an infantryman. I was with 2-6 Echo Company. We were a combat unit, one of the most heavily deployed units. When I got out, I thought that there was never going to be anything I'd do harder than that. And just walking away from my unit, leaving those guys, and coming back into the civilian world was hands down the hardest thing I did in the Marine Corps.
I watched my husband struggle when he came home from the Marine Corps and active duty. He went from leading teams of guys and being solely in charge of their lives in a combat zone, and he was now not responsible for that, and he had no part in that, and it was hard for him to fill that gap. And as much as I wanted to be that person for him, he needed more.
You know that there's post-traumatic stress. You know that our veterans need some help sometimes. And not being part of that military family, you don't know what to do.
Feel helpless.
Yeah, you don't know what to do to help them.
It's the gym owner that wants to give back, that's genuine, and you can just tell in their voice they want to help.
Yeah, you can cut a check to a charity, and that's great. Keep doing that. But we were presented with the opportunity to actually physically help.
Mark and Haley, they take care of everything as far as the workout goes for the Weekly Fight, and we just host it, and we're just happy to open our gym to anybody in the community that may want to come in, to reach out, to get some help, get that sense of community that we try to offer here.
James Talby, I saw an article about him. Veteran opens up, local gym called Fire for Effect. So I reached out to him and said, hey, listen, what about doing a Weekly Fight at your location?
Marty always defers to changing post-traumatic stress into post-traumatic growth. I had never heard that terminology prior to meeting him, and it was like a light bulb above my head. The workout is only the obvious part of it. It's helping veterans and it's helping civilians understand what us veterans go through, ultimately help us reintegrate back into society.
Everything that we've done right now has been organic. We use social media as our platform for communication, but it's that word of mouth that is really starting to spread. Now I'm having gyms in different areas call me up and say, hey, tell me about this thing that you're doing.
I mean, it's been 3.5 years with the Weekly Fight, and it's like 100%, that's where I'm at. I go to my job and I love my job, but my real passion in my life's work, I feel, is in this place. And without the ability to plug into that and really hang on for dear life, I don't know if I'd be standing here today, honestly. And I know my life with my wife and my family would look entirely different.
One of the things that we do is we take a picture at the end of every workout. And I do that just to see who's coming and who's not coming and who hasn't been there for a while. And if I need to reach out to somebody and say, hey, how you been? I haven't seen you around for a while.
Get away from everything. Come here, relax, and put some work in.
You're not alone. People really do care about you. Don't be your own worst enemy, and don't fight this fight by yourself. You didn't do it there, right? You didn't fight by yourself in the service. Don't start doing it now. I personally, as well as 30 other people who personally are invested and will jump in and help you out in any way we can.
I tell people all the time, just come and make fun of us. You know, you can come take pictures and laugh at us. It doesn't matter. It's getting people together and being around people that are like-minded and then getting them involved. And getting them to see that if you help somebody else, you know what, it's gonna help you.